This video is about what not to do when you're changing the oil in your Subaru Legacy. This is a 2016 Subaru Legacy. I believe most of the recent models are the same when it comes to changing the oil. There's plenty of videos on how to change the oil, and I'll go through a brief description of how to do it, but this is more about what not to do. So let's go ahead and climb underneath the car. The first thing you want to do is remove your oil cap. That releases pressure from the oil system, allows it to drain. Climb underneath the car. And here's the front of the car, front bumper. You will come to a recessed oil drain plug. Let's see if I get... There it is. That's your oil drain plug. There's a little hole in the plastic housing here that it sits inside of. And you unscrew that with your oil drain pan underneath, and all the oil comes out of your engine. Now here's the even more important thing, is where your oil plug is not. The oil plug is not behind that recessed hole in what really looks to be a oil pan. This is not your oil pan. This is your transmission fluid. If you pull that plug right there, the one sitting out in plain sight, that looks like an oil pan and an oil plug, you will drain. If you unscrew that, you will drain all your transmission fluid out, and then you'll have to either go through a very long, expensive process to put your transmission fluid back in, or you'll have to have it towed to a Subaru dealership and pay $250 for them to do it. So that's not your oil pan. That's not the oil plug. Again, that is your oil plug. All right. That's the most important part of this video. Aside from that, once you drain the oil, put the plug back in. Replace your oil filter, which is right here. And then put your oil back into here once you put the plug and the oil filter back on. So I went online to find a video on how to change the oil. Found a lot of videos on what to do, but not any on what not to do and how not to drain your transmission fluid. Didn't find any on YouTube, so I went and used Google and found out that many people have drained their transmission fluid thinking they're draining their oil. So hopefully this will save you from having that experience. Bye.